Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Handsome Geeks. I am Super Steve.
I am the Rugged Rustic.
And here's Appropriate Adam.
And we are here today because not only did the Mr. Boogedy movie not go over so well when we watched it, we had to, do some things to get around Disney's BS. Not only that, but then we watched another movie that was the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
Worse than Funny Games?
I don't know. I'll have to
Worse than
get
Mr.
back to
Buggedy?
you on that. Funny Games was good until the end. You know?
I just thought you hated the whole thing.
No, I didn't mind the movie. It was the part that they grabbed the remote and rewound everything. That part pissed me off.
That was when Steve realized, wow, we're not getting out of this, are we?
So anyway, Basket Case sucks. I was not a fan. So we're going to watch a little-known indie film from, what year was
78,
it?
kind of a small horror film.
Small
Didn't really do much in the box office.
Yeah, they used a really cheap mask, but let's see. It might be good.
Yeah,
so
it's a pretty underrated movie.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and start.
Oh, shit!
Halloween!
Oh, I screamed, oh shit, when we were doing that. Yeah,
That's alright.
Whatever. Well, you can't
Well,
bleep
stop
it.
again.
Oh, maybe you can. Maybe it'll be funnier that way. Never mind.
This is such a good movie.
Purest form of horror film right there.
Yes. I don't want to sound all pretentious and say how great this movie is, but a lot of people, you become so many sequels to this that if you view this movie purely as a standalone,
It's perfect.
it's even creepier, even scarier. And there's a bunch of little
Oh, hey,
things.
Jamie Lee Curtis is in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's being introduced.
First film.
You want to hear something funny? When
Yeah.
I was a kid, I saw this on TV, and obviously everything about this, even the music, just creeps you out.
Yeah.
So, but when I saw that Jamie Lee Curtis, I knew her as, Jamie Lee Curtis, the movie star. The fact that I knew she was in this, and my mom goes, oh yeah, this was her first movie, made me feel safe. I don't know why.
The fact this film was just pioneered a lot of different things and pretty much not really created the slasher genre, but it made legitimized horror films.
Mm-hmm.
Like how Psycho did.
Because it was subtle. And Steve, if you didn't know, the eye and the nose are supposed... The eye that it zooms in on is supposed to be his mask, and the nose
is a knife,
is
obviously.
knife. That's why they zoom in on
The
it.
handle for...
Oh, okay. I see that now.
I never caught that.
That's interesting.
I never caught that until the new one came out in 2018, where they made it very obvious that it was his mask.
Originally titled The Babysitter Murders.
Interesting.
Hence why they also go all dark, so you just kind of zoom in on it.
I see it now. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Late great Deborah Hill.
That's why they left the slit
Yeah.
in the bottom of the nose. Okay.
It's a beautiful...
I see you, John Carpenter. I see you.
It's
Or that's why I like the thing here. And then boom, you're right in it.
This movie is gorgeous. It's pioneered a tracking shot using glide cam or steady cam.
It's best to try to remember. Everyone knows whose point of view you're seeing, but when you saw this, you didn't.
You didn't know it's gonna be a little kid.
Right.
Sorry, spoiler.
Spoiler.
And then you can put the pieces together. But from what I read, there was a novelization of it that John Carpenter or somebody gave their approval on, and it was pretty much like he was trick or treating, or was, and he was
him kind of
right, and then something just gets him.
I always assumed that it was a force. That
Yes,
got into
it's
him.
supposed to be like a demon that only flies around on Halloween night.
I have actually the guys I work with on. I'm gonna plug Halloween Inferno, and if you watch, if you watch this, please go to Coleman Films and look up Halloween Inferno. It was a fan film series that are highly recommended.
That's Coleman, spelled Coleman.
Yes.
Go check it out if you love good quality movies and independent and shot locally in Rochester, New York. with a very small cast, a small budget, but looks amazing. Halloween Inferno. Check it out.
Really good. I loved it.
I was impressed by it. So
And
yes, definitely
we
check
made
it
it
out.
before Halloween Kills, and you'll watch how many weird similarities there are.
I have met so many people living in Los Angeles. Oh, watch my film or this or that. I'll admit something to Adam right now, where they would do that, and then I'd watch it, and it would be the biggest piece of crap
Oh, yeah, the fan films
I'd
are
see.
pretty bad
So
sometimes.
Adam would constantly say, "Oh, watch Halloween Inferno, Halloween
Yeah,
Inferno."
check it out.
And I was pretty much just like, "Yeah, Adam, I'll get around to that."
Yep.
And then no, he actually showed it to us yesterday, and I was the production. I was very impressed by.
Oh, it's fantastic.
You made it.
The directing on James and Vince Coleman.
I won't say how
much.
much. I won't say how much they made it for.
Very little. Very
It was
so
very little.
We had in our pockets. We made it with pretty much.
I've seen web series done for over 3 times what
Yeah.
it was, and did not look like that.
High quality, low budget, high quality. All are. I do. Back to the movie. Great tracking shot, and the fact that from the time her boyfriend comes up the stairs with her to leaving is like 15 seconds, and then
and he's done already. I mean, she is pretty hot.
So a normal one night stand for Brian if he had them.
Ah! But like it's like 15 seconds of like, okay, I'm done. Bye.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. Like, what a shitty boyfriend.
Yeah.
No, I've heard. You ever see the movie?
Don't even cuddle. I mean,
Yeah. Right.
You ever see the movie Trick or Treat?
Yeah. Awesome.
It's great. A lot of people I've heard compare in terms of what is making him do this.
Yeah, it's
almost similar to
the
the
main
little
character,
sackhead
yeah.
guy, like the spirit of Halloween.
The guys who work with always had to assume that the idea that he was a supernatural entity force that took over people. We had a whole thing planned out, but
I think it's better if he's
not a man. He should have never made.
Yeah,
him
he's
a
not a
man.
man. He's just a guy who just. I don't mean like he's like a man when I say, but he's just a guy.
He's evil.
It's like the Joker. My favorite version of boobs. My favorite.
Michael!
My favorite version of the Joker is not. Oh, he's this. No, he's just a guy.
He's got
who just
he's
came out of
insane.
nowhere.
Joker is so great because he's super intelligent.
That part was kind of corny. Her reaction.
It's actually Deborah Hill's hand coming into frame stabbing.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Well, no. I know it is, but it's not. Whatever. It's meant to be corny. This movie does not have a lot of graphic violence.
No, that's apparently only blood desire. Everything else is implied.
That's why Siskel and Ebert, they hate horror movies. They loved this one, and they were just like, no,
Psycho.
it's just.
It was
yeah.
like Peeping Tom. It predated a lot of stuff. It was an homage to stuff like Psycho and Peeping Tom, but it pushed this new genre. Like how many films came on after Friday the 13th, April Fool's Day, Black Christmas? Yeah.
Oh, he's a kid. Oh wow, a little kid.
Wow, a kid? Who'd have?
You know what? As his parents, we're so upset with him, we can't figure out what to do, so we'll just stand here for 5 minutes staring at him.
The fact that he's got a knife that's as big as his arm.
Yeah. It's a pretty big knife.
I don't care if it was my kid or not. I'd be like, get rid of the knife first.
And I love the fact that the house is still around and actually got moved to the center of the California town they filmed it in.
Really?
Yeah, it's almost like a town, like treasure now. Like the small, every bulldozer moved, still there. We have tours every year.
And here comes the other big characters, Loomis in this
He
movie
is the
by Donald
best
Pleasance.
Protagonist.
The sequels turned him too frantic for me. This one, he's just like, no, this guy's evil. It's like you sound like a lunatic.
He's Van Helsing
nope, he's
to
evil.
Dracula. Donald Pleasance makes these movies work. Originally written for Christopher Lee, he turned it down. Written for Peter Cushing, turned it down.
Christopher Lee said it's the biggest regret of his career.
Of course, yeah.
Was turning this down.
And Donald Pleasance was at a really bad time in his career where he was just doing like Puma Man and really bad movies, and yeah. And I love how it goes right into it too. He never calls him Michael.
Yes, refers to him as it.
In none of the movies, I believe, until maybe 4 or 5, is he actually calls him Michael. Halloween 2, it's Hi Michael at the end. We blows up the hospital. It's so well. Dean Conde was director of photography at the time, and still probably is one of the best directors of photography.
This isn't a man.
I love how it was written by Deborah Hill and John Carpenter, and they wrote different parts of it. John Carpenter wrote all the psychological stuff with Loomis, and
If you're telling me she wrote the part with the teenagers,
Yes.
that's the weakest part of the movie.
Yeah.
Deborah Hill's great, don't get me wrong, but if she was responsible for that,
I love
to
the
me,
fact that
that's
they
what
had
slows
that.
it down.
But I think you have to have that. A lot it's filler. That was to pad up a little bit. Hey, important. Red Robin. Yeah.
Well, they zoomed it in for a reason.
Yeah, he finds later on in the fields.
Oh, I never caught that before.
Yeah, when he finds the truck and the weight, patient wear, the inmate suit, whatever.
Yes, Down Pleasant's a lot more subtle than this.
He was only there for like 4 days to film.
Right.
They clearly afford him, and they rushed all his films together. All his shots were like back to back to back to back to back to back.
I mean, there is something creepy about that.
Yeah, they're also sitting around. It's great. It's well lit. They have the rain, the dark. It's like illuminated by the headlights.
I would always say, "Oh, bring me up to the gate so I can get out of the car." I'm like, dude, I wouldn't get out of the car.
No.
Yeah,
No.
really.
Oh yeah, this was a sequel.
It's
everywhere. We need to get out of here.
Two. I like Halloween 2, but there should have never been a Halloween 2.
Yes, I know the story that John Carpenter had to go through a 6-pack of beer. Like,
Yeah, he was-
just write that because he,
He
didn't
didn't
want
he
to.
was-
He wanted to get paid for this
He
movie.
wanted to do The Fog, and they kind of forced him to do The Fog, and then to do Halloween 2 first.
For the record, I love The Fog.
It's the most PG horror film that's almost like a ghost campfire tale.
The Fog, honest to God, the vibe of The Fog as a ghost story was what I
This
felt.
is supposed to be Michael, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
He's 21 years old now.
The vibe of The Fog, honest, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, when I first watched The Fog
Yeah.
as a little kid, it gave me, when I read Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, that's the vibe I got. Like, creepy. Wrench!
Yeah, shut up! I know, everyone sees that. Actually, this is Nick Castle also in the patient costume. We said it was like 30 below.
Was that Nick Castle?
It's Nick, actually there too.
Oh,
And
I thought
he-
it was just some random...
No,
Wait,
he-
I love
he
this
was-
line. Hold on.
Evil's gone.
Which? Don't say it.
The evil is gone.
I've always loved it. That's just a bizarre thing to say.
The
It's gone.
evil-
It's gone.
he knows-
The evil is gone from
He
here!
knows what he knows. No one believed him, and it's what it's such a great. Like Michael Myers isn't human. He's a human being, but he's so demonically
He's
evil.
empty now.
Mhm.
It's like he was a kid before.
He's so evil. He won't allow himself to feel
Yeah.
pain or die. That's how crazy it is.
Man, that guy's got a lot of... I'm not sure about self-discipline, that talk.
Yeah.
I always used to think, when I was a kid, that this theme was associated with Michael Myers until I found out it
It's
was
Laurie's
Laurie's
song.
theme. It's supposed
Yeah.
to be her song.
No, it's Laurie.
As a kid, I would go, I'm not kidding. The dun, dun,
I love the fact
I go,
for this movie is it was so cheap. They filmed it in the springtime, I believe, and they actually had to find fake leaves and spray paint them and put them on the ground to make it
See,
like the autumn.
To me, when it would air on TV, they would air Halloween 2 immediately after
Yeah.
it.
So wait, her dad owns a business?
The Strode
Yeah.
Realty.
Strode
Yeah.
He's the
Oh,
one who's
that's
selling.
right. Yeah.
He's the one who's selling the Michael Myers house.
Right.
Okay.
And I saw the sequel back to back always with this because it's how they aired
Yes.
on TV. And I just assumed the brother-sister thing was present in this movie. No,
Nope,
it wasn't at
never
all.
Was never no.
Which makes why he chooses her, or why he goes after her, even creepier.
And when you add 2 into the mix, it makes her parents the worst fucking parents in the world. If you watch the Halloween 2, when she has having flashbacks in the hospital to being a little girl seeing Michael in the asylum, which I wouldn't think I'd ever forget that, and her mom saying, "I'm not your real mother! Stop calling me that!"
Have you seen the awful TV edit of
It's terrible.
Halloween 2? Who did that? I remember I watched it one
It
time.
was to cut nudity and to cut blood.
Yeah, but
and
they'd like zoom in on like a picture.
It's-
Of, like
it's
it's
to add
so
fills
bad,
on,
and
yeah.
it would change things. Like, oh no, he must have just killed that old lady there. But no, that's not what happened at all.
No, they fill it. It's weird random edits. Tommy Doyle,
Played by Anthony Michael Hall. all
Or
those
Paul
years
Rudd.
later.
who's fantastic at Halloween 6.
Everybody makes fun of Paul Rudd in that movie. I thought he was great.
He is terrible
He's
in it.
just, I don't know. There's just something.
He's so bad.
There's a crazy quirkiness to it. Like the scene where he sees Michael Myers and just kind of laughs and everyone makes fun of that. I go, I kind of like that actually.
Michael Myers.
Living in Los Angeles, I've seen so many houses like that.
Yeah. I love they're trying to hide palm trees, but you can still see them in the
Oh,
background.
they're totally there. Okay, so this is why she gets stalked, because she just had the unfortunate luck
of walking in the house,
walking up to the door
and
when he happened to be there.
I love. She should have never been a sister.
Mm-hmm.
She was just collateral damage. He is on a massacre hunt. He likes her now. Oh, I see you. You're coming to my house. You're trying to sell shit. You're whatever. I'm coming after you now.
Yeah.
That's his only reason why.
This part here, I never got until somebody pointed out to me, and I love it. How she begins to walk away, and the song she sings is like of the vein of like, oh, I can't wait for a nice boy to come and take me away, and then he walks into the frame.
All alone,
oh,
yes.
That's great.
I want you all alone. She also sings it in 2018.
Yeah. And the fact that they stay on him for so long is supposed to emphasize the fact that yes, yeah, what she's singing, the boy definitely came into her life and changed everything.
Oh yeah, he changed her life. That's very true.
I love how he's just wearing a typical coveralls and a white mask.
Yeah.
It's such a blank look, but it's the epitome of fear in cinema.
Yeah, no, I know it was the clown mask, and they go, they found the William Shatner mask and they messed up, but they put the clown mask on, and everyone was like, yeah, that's creepy. Then they put the Michael Myers mask on, everyone didn't say anything. They're like, yeah, that's the mask.
They bought it for like $5 at a store, the mask.
Wow.
And took a guy, Tommy Wallace, who was the production designer, took him 5 minutes to make that, and made it an iconic mask that people wear today.
I have a question that you would know, Adam. The guy right there
is Dr. Wynn.
Well, no, I know it is, but is it the same actor who played it?
No.
Okay, because I was confused that over the years.
Different
Like, it doesn't look like
same
him.
character, different actor.
Now, question.
Yeah.
You said Lori was never supposed to be his sister.
Yeah.
Is she his sister in 2018 movie?
No.
Okay.
They got rid of it.
All right, good. So then
The whole idea for Lori being involved in 2018 is she's just by mistake and happenstance. It's because of Dr. Sartan, who is the worst character.
No, wait, hold on. See, what's great about this is that this is the first time you actually see Michael Myers, so when people saw this in theaters, you think it's his face when you first see it, and it's just very unsettling.
I love that shit.
Like, that's great.
He copied that for Halloween Inferno, and I love that. It's just a great... I love what you're hearing in the background is that she's talking about fate and force and supernatural, and it makes sense coming together. It makes you feel like, okay, it's so creepy.
I totally wasn't paying attention. Oh, she must be a great student if she wasn't paying attention and still was able to get it.
And the movie was so cheap and so no budget to it that all the characters had to buy their own costumes. So she Jamie Lee Curtis went to JCPenney's and bought that whole costume for herself.
Batman watched Halloween a bunch of times.
He's gonna get you! He's gonna get you! The boogeyman's coming!
What was the one in 2018 called?
Halloween 2018.
Yeah,
Okay.
There's 3 films called Halloween in the same franchise.
Okay.
Halloween.
So the next one to come out is
Halloween Ends.
Halloween Ends.
That comes out next week.
I'd watch it just because they're going to end the Michael Myers story.
Oh, they probably about...
And that's how the first 2018 Halloween should have ended, in my opinion. They should have stretched it out and did the Hobbit to it.
Yeah. Halloween Kills is terrible. I like the flashback because the kid they have here who plays the bully looks just like the kid the actor they find in the Halloween Kills. Looks like the same kid actor. The flashback in and then Kills movie has a great flashback and boom.
You shouldn't run.
People used to say it's a charcoal color or blue. It's actually spruce green.
What?
It's how it's just lit. It's green. It's just how it was lit during the daytime.
Interesting.
It's spruce green.
See, I always assumed he was staring at him, but that clearly shows him. Well, now he does, but now he was staring
I think it's
ahead.
kind of like kind of feels bad for him. 'Cause I think he sees kind of Michael himself in that kind of thing. And he follows.
I would assume, well, he followed him because he also followed her, and he was there.
Good camera angle.
I always kind of viewed this as he's watching him and then kind of just gives up on him. Like, yeah, he's.
I think he knows where he's going to go meet up with Lori.
Well, right, that
her.
too.
Yeah, he's trying to follow her to follow them.
He was doing very well last night. Maybe someone gave him lessons.
Gave him lessons.
They explain that off in the Halloween 6 that the guy who was with him was the one.
Dr. Wynn did, but
which was dumb. Whatever. Just leave it alone. If I was a little kid, I'd know a guy was right there in the car.
But then again,
It's Halloween.
when we were kids, that kind of stuff didn't happen.
Yeah,
as
that
often.
looks just like Illinois.
When I drove to Los Angeles when we went to go move there, I forgot what state we went through.
What's he using there? What is that?
That's what they call a phone booth, my
Is that
friend.
a time
Oh, they
machine?
finally a few months ago they finally ended payphones.
Yeah.
Like they
I was
no
at a
one
phone
uses
booth
payphones anymore.
in maybe 10 years, 11 years or more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Superman.
No, probably 15
Superman was not happy.
Or Bill and Ted.
I saw one in 2010.
Yeah.
That-
Wow.
That was the last time I saw one. I was down near MCC somewhere.
How did he know that there was just gonna be a truck right there? Did he just get lucky?
It's just
Oh,
He feels it. He feels the evil.
come on, John Carpenter,
right.
get with it.
And he finds the red rabbit in. Good music. I guess when the studios saw this movie, the soundtrack wasn't done. The score wasn't done, and they saw the movie and they're like, this sucks, it's boring. And it was until they rewatched it with the soundtrack with Carpenter's score in, and they're like, holy shit.
Yep.
The power of music, you don't realize how
I
awesome it is.
I once-
Yeah, music is really important.
I once read a review on a movie that a certain actor / director, I won't say who it was, but they were like, oh, well, the only reason why this movie was good was because he uses music as a cheat to capture emotion. And I go, I don't think that that's a cheat at all. How else do you... Imagine watching Batman or Batman Returns without that music.
Then you have
It
to-
would not be the same.
No.
Yeah.
It's like Superman would not be the
Yep.
same.
No,
No,
absolutely.
it's like,
It's not a cheat.
It's iconic.
even though,
It's like-
if you look at, there's a whole bunch of videos on YouTube about John Williams kind of being a thief. A lot of Star Wars and Jaws and other themes are kind of based upon old composers' work. They kind
Oh,
of
that's everyone does that.
yeah, but it's kind of fun to
That's
listen to
not-
that kind of stuff. It's kind
It's
of
like
Thieves.
sampling, you know,
yeah,
like Will Smith, just the two
yeah,
of
exactly,
us.
yeah.
It's okay,
Or-
cool. So everything that inspired me to want to do a movie or whatever, I'm stealing.
You're inspired by it.
Right, but
Right.
it's not stealing.
I know this film is a tracking shot. It's daytime. It makes daytime scary. It's hard to make daytime scary in a horror film, and Carpenter does a good job. The forebodingness of it, and nothing's following them. A lot of the actors are great in it, but Nancy Loomis is terrible actress. The one who plays Annie. This is the worst actress.
That one,
Yeah,
the dark
the
hair.
curly one.
Yeah,
I think she's hot as fuck, but I like her. I like her look, but her acting is terrible.
I know that Jamie Lee Curtis, after the first day they filmed this, was like, "Oh my god, I did so terrible."
Yeah,
and
she
then
got
John
me
Carpenter called her and was like,
Exactly.
"Oh, you did so
You did a
great."
good job, yes.
I, honest to God, Jamie Lee Curtis became great. I thought she was terrible in this, and I'm
Hey,
like, John
jerk.
Carpenter is lying to you. That's honest to God what I thought.
Speed kills.
What's he gonna do? Hire another actress in the budget they have?
No.
Not to mention she's Janet Leigh's daughter.
Yeah. She looks nothing like Janet Leigh at all.
What is that supposed to mean? Him just slamming on the brakes?
He's fucking
Just-
well done. He's terrified. He gets stronger with fear. He picks that's why he picks the day of Halloween to kill is because it makes him stronger. He gets powerful, and he just want to fuck with them. He wants to get them scared.
I'm in your head and I know
Look
it.
at the end of the movie when he's traps her in the house. He's setting people up. He's setting them upside down in the closet in the
Right.
dark.
It's almost like a
I'm-
haunted house he's setting
Yeah,
up.
I'm playing with you. This is what I'm doing right now. He kind of was the beginner of that. Then you have Jason who did that.
Right, but they didn't do it with, I don't know, the meaning.
No,
Behind
this is my haunted house. We're gonna have fun now. We're gonna have some trick or treating fun.
It's kind of irritating that the sequels kind of like took away that.
Yeah,
It's like the Pirate of the Caribbean sequels. Jack Sparrow was fun in the first one, but then you gave me too much Jack Sparrow.
the first one should have been a one-off movie.
That was I will give Christopher Nolan this for not including the Joker at all in Dark Knight Rises, even though
and they should
Heath
have at least
Ledger died.
mentioned him.
He had
Especially
said right. He had said he goes I want to. That was such an impactful performance. I don't want to ruin it, so just leave it alone. And as disappointing as that was, like at least mention him. He was right.
He did kind of cause her dead to go crazy. He did kill a ton of people and a lot of cops.
Right. My problem with not mentioning it was that it made it look like everything that happened in the movie
Didn't
before
count.
was that It was Harvey Dent's fault.
Yeah.
Those shoes.
Yeah, 70s.
What if Brian played Michael Myers?
No.
Would you like to engage in coitus?
Oh, God. No, that.
No coitus?
That's such a great shot. Behind the fence.
She goes, I know there's going to be no one there when she goes there, but I'm just like imagining like
Lori!
him running as fast as he can the second he can't
You ever
see
see
him.
the Leslie Vernon Behind the Mask? It's called The Legend
I
Behind
don't
the Mask.
think so, no.
It's about a documentary about a team who are journalists who are following a serial killer slasher. And the guy is Leslie Vernon, and he's a Michael Myers type character, and they're following him around to do a documentary on how he sets things up. It's a comedy. Watch it Behind the Mask. It's great.
You know what? That's one thing the Arkham games did well, was that you never see Batman set up those things, and now you are him, and you're witnessing him setting up. And the only thing that doesn't work in that with me, because it's kind of a cop-out, is, go hang up on a gargoyle and no one will see you, even though you're in plain sight. And but it shows you, so that's how he does it.
Yeah, I picture like Michael Myers running really fast, and the team thinks, oh God, cardio. He's supernatural.
And I forgot, you can run with Batman in that game. When I was playing it, I would just always do my best I would always do my best to just walk, just to be cool, but like if I was ever in trouble, like, oh shit.
I want you all
abandon coolness.
And have a scary. Hello, Laurie. Ah!
You know who this guy reminds me of? What, Paul Lynn.
I'm Secret Square. That's Charles Cypher.
I'm Paul Lynn.
Great character actor.
I do like in the Dark Knight Returns animated movie that the guy who they got to do the Joker was doing Paul Lynn.
Yeah, that was Michael Emerson from Lost.
Well, I like that choice. That was good. I gotta go sweep up my porch.
I actually have that jacket with the same patches on it. But look, I said going back to how Laurie's parents are the worst parents in the world.
Did it rain and I missed it?
No, I think just make it look wet. Yeah, they had to reuse the fake spray painted leaves in every scene. They had to film the scene and then bag them up and move on to the next scene and use the same leaves again and again and again. It was so cheap. To give it that look.
I mentioned this. I go, it's so funny because compared to every other movie I've seen her in, her face looks so much longer in this movie than it does in any other movie. Well, with the exception of Halloween 2, it still looked pretty long there, but...
She has a wig on in Halloween 2.
Yeah, you can tell.
Her hairline looks weird. She started rocking the short hair at that point, too, a little bit.
Oh, God. Twin mattress. I don't miss twin mattresses.
I have a king size.
Yeah.
It's too much room, though. I feel like I'm alone.
So, okay.
That's so great.
Yes, that's great, but they don't cut away, so now he's gone. Does that mean she imagined it?
He's an entity.
He's everywhere.
Yes, exactly. He's everywhere and nowhere.
That's the easy answer.
It's what Carpenter wanted that. He is Halloween. He is the evil of the night.
When I went to Halloween Horror Nights, they had the Michael Myers based off of this, and the last part of it is a room full of Michael Myers.
Oh, it's great.
And who I went with was like, I don't get it. There's only one Michael Myers. I goes, because he's everywhere.
I just want to see the end of a movie where a whole people are dressed like him, and he's gone.
You're like a V for Vendetta ending with Michael Myers. Well, V for Vendetta, the movie. That's not how the book ended.
No. So, a fantastic movie. Probably the best Alan Moore adaptation.
Do you know that Annabelle, the real doll in real life, is actually a Raggedy Ann?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so she's got an Annabelle right there.
Yeah, they couldn't get it right, and also didn't look scary enough.
Right, so they went the complete opposite.
So wait, is it based on a true story?
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes.
So all the Conjurings are all
Conjuring,
true stories.
they have the doll in their basement. And like with the sign that says "Do not open this, no matter what."
All films are based upon their stories.
Oh no, the Annabelle thing was for real. They were like, "Oh no, it's we're getting notes from a girl who says, "Oh no, I'm a ghost, but I'm haunting this or that." And they're like, "Okay, we feel bad for it." They're like, "No, you just got tricked by a demon."
Yeah.
There's a lot of artistic interpretation in it, but the Warrens were a demonologist and reverend. And they went after the investigations back in the day.
That was the one thing I didn't like about The Conjuring was I was like, no one would but get that doll. Look at it.
It's terrifying. It's like Chucky.
Oh, yes.
I never got why people are carving pumpkins on Halloween. Like, who on Halloween? Why do that? You do it a few days out.
I've done
Every
that
movie
before.
they do that. They're covering on Halloween. I'm like, so what? It takes too much time to do that.
I mean, it also takes a lot of time to paint eggs on Easter, but
You do it beforehand.
yeah,
It's like put your Christmas tree up on Christmas.
that's true. That's a really good point.
Wait, what? Was this the movie that established "I'll be right back" and you're gonna die?
Yeah.
It was okay.
Then Friday the 13th kind of really did that.
Okay. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Oh,
I'll see you in the kitchen with a knife. Oh God, you're drinking and going to the bathroom now. You're gonna die.
And I did fornication.
No, you hadn't.
Yeah. You're right.
She looks so young. She was 19 when she made this.
Yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis. I actually wrote a short screenplay based upon the character that he's telling a story about. About a dad that kills his family on Halloween after having dinner with them. He goes crazy and kills them. And I wrote that as a prequel to Halloween, kind of.
Oh, cool.
The same story, the same entity that takes over Michael Myers did that beforehand. So I wrote that as kind of like, almost like, after he gets possessed, kills his family, he moves on to Michael at the end. Judith Myers. He came home.
He said he.
He came home. Yeah.
He didn't say it.
He should. Yeah, I agree. Forget she actually is smoking weed in this scene, so she is kind of. And I do love he's following. When you see the little female, you actually see him driving behind him. Right there. Yeah, I love that little nod. And then they're actually listening to "Don't Fear the Reaper" by the Blue Oyster Cult.
Mm.
Yeah, that's why I don't die. And I'm just smoking like she's like holding with both fingers, and she's like all like I'm a nerd.
Yeah.
Probably kids.
Mm.
And no one's scared of that. That's no one's.
Right.
He stole a bunch of knives, rope, and a mask. That's kind of maybe we should have something more on this investigation. You son of a bitch!
You freaking dickhead.
Oh, come on. It's Halloween. Everyone's scared. I'm so sorry.
You scared the dog, you dick.
I'm so sorry. I was in the bathroom. Like, no, that'd be really funny if
Yeah.
I did that.
You know, and I was expecting it too.
I gotta keep it.
I
Right back.
I'm not falling
Oh!
Yep.
I will.
Idiots.
I'm gonna regret that later.
I had a cup in my hand, and I almost spilled
Oh,
it.
dude, I would have spilled that everywhere if that happened. See, I said to myself, I don't want to do it because, it's mean. I don't want to, whatever. But then,
just drove by.
right. But then I'm like, yeah, I get scared. I'd spill my drink. But then the second I said I'd spill my drink, I said, no, it's a good bit. Do it. Stop thinking.
Yeah, Simba wasn't happy.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about Simba. Poor Simba.
It's okay. I half expected you to say boogity boogity boo.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to retire the boogity boogie. Oh, I'm sure she just said Ben Tramer. When I say Ben Tramer, Adam will give you so much trivia. I promise. Here he comes. Shh, 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 shh. You know, it's stupid because I heard him open the door.
Yeah.
Huh.
We heard you open the door, so if
No.
you were going to try it, it wasn't
No.
Oh, hey
So
Adam.
she just made the comment about Ben Tramer.
Yep.
Yeah. Why is Ben Tramer so special?
He gets killed in the second one.
You've been full of trivia this whole night, and that's all you've got.
Each
You
one
just-
gets hit by a car.
You killed the bit, man. I'm like, oh no. I go, watch. She's gonna mention Ben Tramer, and Adam's gonna come back in and hit us with an hour of trivia. And he comes back in. Oh yeah, killed. Second one.
He's killed in the second one. He's actually wearing the fake mask that has
So
gray hair.
Stupid. Not just killed in the second one, but killed in like the most mean-spirited way.
They had a bigger budget. Was causing an explosion.
It's not just that, but not only did she like just lose all her friends, but her crush was killed too.
Yep.
Like, jeez.
And actually, when they they don't reference that in in Halloween Kills because it doesn't happen. They mention Ben Tramer too in Halloween Kills. So
Yeah, she went on a date with Ben Tramer, but then he got confused every time they went to dinner and he had a fork and knife in his hand. She would start crying.
and he found her penis.
Oh my god.
You know, we said before this, I don't want to make any Jamie Lee Curtis hermaphrodite jokes, because everyone knows that. And it was like a soft okay, and Adam whips out the penis.
If we've seen Trading Places and True Lies, she's got boobs. Nice body. And hopefully no big old Mr. Knish.
You know, this might be funny. This might be interesting, but I don't like it when he puts his hands on things. He does it earlier in the movie. He puts his hand on the fence. I just always want to think Michael Myers is just walking. Like, or just standing there.
He wasn't quite defined yet.
I
this
know.
One.
If I hide behind this tree, no one will see me.
He's Snake from he's Solid Snake. He's really good at stealth abilities.
What?
You know? He got hungry.
I always missed this part when I was younger. When you're a kid, you're all about visuals, but oh, what is that down there?
You don't really see it, yeah. He got hungry.
Yes, there are those sound that it
Yeah,
creeps
they're like
me out.
ding ding.
He's done it, man.
I hate people who say, "Oh, well, that could mean something else." He got hungry, like you need to kill again. I go, "No, he got hungry. He wanted to eat. He wanted to eat a dog. Come on, that makes it so much better."
Yeah, he's creepy. He's like a. I would assume that he's like Shark from Jaws. He just kills. He has what he do when he eats, and he goes to the kill. Continue. He wants to
I
kill.
always viewed it as he has the mentality of a child.
Yeah, that too. He's a kid with a killer monster evil body, pretty much. No radio tower, but it's a radio tower in Halloween Kills that you can see in the background. Because I'm guessing it's going to be important in the next movie somewhere. Jump scare!
I have a gun. Again, Loomis in the sequels. Run for your life!
Man. Don't point the fucking gun at a cop! Have better control on that. That's a pretty relaxed, chill cop having a gun near him.
Yeah.
Elementary sense of right or wrong. Right or wrong.
As a kid, this creeped me out, and that's how I knew it was a good horror movie.
Wait. Pale, motionless.
Can we not Brian Princess Bride this, Adam?
That's why he's got his white face, the pale white face. It's his mask.
Mm-hmm.
The Michael Myers mask is his real face.
Just like Batman's cowl is his real face.
It's his real face.
Well, those two have a lot more in common than I
They should
thought.
have never shown Michael Myers' face ever in any of the movies, and he should never shown his eyes.
Yeah.
Well, no, I like that they show his face
No,
at the end of this.
no,
I do. Well, no,
Well, that
because it
part.
keeps it as, oh, dude, he's a normal guy.
Yeah, I like that, but that's it. They should
Yeah.
never
No,
show
yeah.
after that. But I never thought you should see his eyes. First of all, that's with a white mask that looks empty behind it.
I'll check back in an hour.
He got hungry.
Laser Man.
I always thought he was Luke Skywalker. Can you blame me?
It's an astronaut kind of look.
Yeah, I know, but it is.
Like the Empire
Yeah.
Strikes Back look, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so the year after, Star Wars. So Laser Man.
Well, yeah, if it's a year after Star Wars, gives me all the more reason to think. But then again, yeah, he was never dressed like that in
No.
Star Wars, or in the first one.
Tarantula Man. What do you mean, Spider Man?
Whenever I would
Hey,
do
who
like,
leaves their kids away on a babysitter on Halloween night? Who does it? It happens quite a lot of this Chorus These franchise. The parents are never around on pretty much a kid holiday.
whenever, all true. Whenever I was a kid and I would do, she said Tarantula Man, and I would do, like, oh, my own superhero, and I draw it myself. I would have a superhero whose name was Webman, but he was exactly like Spider-Man.
Yeah. Creepers in. Dog's barking at me, get me. Getting on my nerves again. She's a horrible actress. She was in this.
Well, I bet that hurts your feelings, Adam.
She was in this Halloween 3. She's in. She's also in. I think she narrates, or was it in? She's also in. Saw Precinct 13, and The Fog. She's also in.
Where was she in The Fog?
She plays assistant to Janet Leigh.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
For a horror film, that has like everybody lives in that movie, and no one dies of importance in that movie. Only Hal Holbrook dies.
Yeah, I know. I kind of forget about that.
Like Nick Castle lives. I mean, Tom Atkins lives. Jimmy Lee Curtis lives. Adrian Barbeau lives. Janet Leigh. Nancy Loomis
That's a
lives.
woman, by the way.
Yeah, it's Deborah
Standing
Hill.
there.
That's Deborah Hill in costume. That's why it looks weird proportioned in the house.
See, to me as a kid, that'd be more creepy than like when he's carrying her into the house later. I'd be like, oh, okay, they're just doing grown up things.
Yeah, literally every person played Michael Myers in some way. Tommy Lee Wallace, the production designer, played him. John Carpenter played him in the sequence. Nick Castle was a stunt version. Another person, Tony, I forget his name, who plays him at the end. The mask is revealed. You can see his face. Different actor. I would say 3 or 4 people played him in the somebody else played him in the closet scene when he breaks the closet open.
See, when I was younger, like it should always just be the guy whose face it is. But you know what? It creates a sense of unease because he's always different. Like it's like in if you've ever seen Zodiac, they do something really great with that. I saw that movie.
It was awesome.
And I said, oh, that's so stupid. They never caught the guy, so how can it be a satisfying conclusion?
No.
And other than, oh, well, they did have a prime suspect, which pretty much made it clear, whatever. But what I liked about it was that every time they
Girls
show...
in socks like that. I love girls in high socks like that. It's always,
Ah,
that's a big thing, but, huh?
anyways. No, in Zodiac, what I liked, every time the killer's on screen, it's played by somebody different.
Yeah.
And it's always, like, not enough to say, wait, I thought it
That
was
was the same
him.
actor under the costume as a guy you see in the factory being investigated by them, interviewed. That's the same guy on the beach when he kills the couple.
No, it's always a different actor.
I thought it was the same
and they
guy.
do that to kind of
I get that, yeah.
create a sense. It's like an American Psycho.
He's not.
She had Willem Dafoe, the director, play it. Okay, now you're gonna do 5 takes where you know he's the killer,
Yeah.
5 takes where you don't know he's the killer,
Yeah.
and 5 takes where you're unsure. And then when I go to edit it together, I'm just gonna splice it
Yeah.
so people will not know where you
Well,
stand.
for Jaws, when Robert Shaw is giving his whole thing about Indianapolis, they filmed it twice. Once when he was
poor
drunk.
doggy.
Was he gonna eat him too?
Oh, he's getting pets. She's hugging him. He's all happy and relaxed. He's not dead.
Why does he hate dogs?
He's a kid. He's very afraid.
I read John Carpenter
And the fact
Said he goes, he kills dogs because who could hate a dog? That's got to be completely
I love
evil.
the fact that he shows the movie The Thing from a different world.
And then remakes
it. It's a great little
The
homage.
Thing is one of the rare examples of a remake that was better.
Dawn of the Dead, better. The Thing, better.
The Zack Snyder Dawn of the Dead?
Yes.
I
is
don't
better
agree
than
with
the
that.
George Romero.
I don't agree with that.
It's so much better.
I would say The Fly.
Oh, Fly's great. Even though the original is fantastic, The Fly by David Cronenberg, anything Cronenberg is fantastic. But it's fantastic. It's great, and you have Jeff Goldblum. It's great.
Don't they Rick and Morty, the original Rick and Morty universe got Cronenberged, so they had to leave it.
Love that.
So whenever you watch Rick and Morty, they're not in the original universe they were in the first season.
Yeah,
They had to abandon it because they screwed up so badly. We only get like 4 or 5 of these, Morty.
Yeah.
Oh, Seth Green.
No, yeah, Steve, if you didn't know that, in Rick and Morty, they screw up a universe so bad, they go to a different universe where they both get killed and immediately replace them so no one notices.
Yeah. The Boogeyman? I'll say Boogeyman. Sorry, my person. So we can put it up for 5 minutes? Who would have a laundry room this far away from your house?
See, this stuff to me, all this stuff here kind of slows the movie down.
It's a build suspense up. It's to get the body count going.
I'll put it this way, I'd never, when you have not seen the movie, all of this is really creepy. But when you've seen the movie, you're like, oh, here we go. Mm-hmm. Gotta wait like 30 minutes until we get to...
You build it up. It's a slow burn, but it's also... It looks awesome. When you're watching a John Carpenter movie, you know you're watching a John Carpenter movie. It's a lighting.
Yeah,
it's
like,
a soundtrack. It's a direction.
I'd never seen that's creepy right there.
He makes darkness feel empty. He makes darkness feel really full. He knows how to make things. He films everything in the best ratios. And lighting is great.
What's funny about The Fog is that he pretty much, with the ghost in it, just do what Michael Myers did. Just stand there and stare.
They're awesome though. The pirates. Mm-hmm. The remake is terrible.
Yeah, I didn't bother.
It is horribly bad.
I remember when the remake came out. I was working at Blockbuster at the time. Yes, that long ago.
Yeah.
And what was funny was that the night it came out, there was a huge fog bank.
Yeah. I don't know how you
and
lock your.
Good. I'm like, good marketing.
I don't know how this door works, where you're in the room and it's locks itself from the inside.
Yeah.
When you have a lock on both sides. I don't know how this door works, where that you can't ever lock yourself in.
Warm and fuzzy.
You know what movie we could watch that's public domain is Night of the Living Dead. Nobody owns a copyright to that movie.
I didn't even know they made a... Oh, does I never noticed when you do the head tilt there.
Yeah, you see him in the background right there.
Yeah. Well, I know you see him in the background. I just never noticed the head tilt.
Yep. Yeah, who's a laundry room so far from their house? It's kind of pain.
It is weird.
Especially in Illinois. I'm not going to walk through Snowbank to get my laundry done.
Yeah.
Unless you're in Buffalo, where it's a prideful thing to do that. Gotta be Buffalo tough. Where's the Go Bills?
Only Pot and Bus movie that's kind of creepy coming up is when they talk about when was that not Annie but Linda and her boyfriend talk about having sex. They want to pull my clothes off. You pull your clothes off, and we pull her clothes off.
I'm aware of that.
Yeah. That's really creepy.
I think it was a script error that the character was talking about, and they probably meant Lori, or they met Annie, and they put her name involved.
Oh, yeah. That's what I figured.
I'm like, hey, wait!
Unless it was a Booker T. Hulk Hogan thing where he immediately goes, oh, God, did I say that? Well, they wouldn't keep that in.
I feel point to begin off like this. No.
Adam, because of course you have.
What?
The basket case was more of a porn.
That was eye porn. That was eye raping.
She's like, don't tell my boyfriend about this. I'll be so embarrassed.
I do have to brought back the same girl from this one being Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends.
Right.
And she was also on the TV show Reality Millionaire Moms or Millionaire Wives of Beverly Hills or one of those.
Jolly Time Popcorn. Did they used to make popcorn like that? In a can?
I thought it was Jiffy Time or Jolly Pop. Yeah.
See, if I was her boyfriend, I heard she got stuck in the window, I think it was cute.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like, oh, you're so stupid. Okay, I love this. All right, ready? Step in the frame right now.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah, it is awesome, but then I love this.
Yep, done. There it comes back.
Okay, run!
We did.
I did see a shit.
Before we did Halloween Inferno, we did a test movie called The Shape of Evil, and we kind of redid this scene, kind of, and it was fun to kind of copy it. It's on YouTube also.
Adam, we're not here to promote your shit. Just kidding.
Like and subscribe. Hit that bell.
They have a lot more subscribers than we do, so
Yeah.
I'm not sure our viewers are gonna make a big difference for them.
You never know. It's good to have some extra people, and this keeps people curious.
God, this just reeks of 70s. Look at that carpet.
Shag baby.
It's just not. I was gonna make a joke, but it's just dumb. You gotta love old TVs, man.
Yeah, I can play Punch-Out and get to Tyson on old TVs. Can't do that with new
I'll
ones.
never forget playing Duck Hunt and being so close to the screen and hitting the glass. And my dad getting so mad every time we did that. He's like, I'm gonna chip it!
That didn't help it either.
No,
Like you
no.
shooting the duck.
I never knew that Duck Hunt was a 2-player game.
Yes, that would be creepy to me if I was seeing this for the very first time.
Surprise, bitch!
Some people actually put audio from the original theatrical reactions that apparently back in the 70s they have it with Star Wars where people...
Yeah, when you watch...
Someone
Alien,
like brought a microphone to it back in 90s.
For Exorcist,
Yeah.
Alien. They play them during commercials sometimes to beef up the publicity. Publicity, yeah. Publicity.
Paranormal Activity created a franchise out of that strategy. Just, okay, let's show this in a movie
That
theater.
created Blumhouse. You don't realize that movie made that company.
Well, that's good for them.
I like Blumhouse. They've made some pretty damn good horror movies. They kind of brought back almost that kind of full moon entertainment, old school New Line.
Yes. Old Castle films.
Yes.
Like The Tingler. It's on you right now! Scream! It's the only way to get it off!
Matinee. Always I think about that movie. And The Tingler.
I always thought 13 Ghosts. Oh, put on the glass. That's the only way you can see the ghost.
was great. But
Oh,
that movie's
that's
awesome. The remake is awesome.
It's an awesome gimmick, but unfortunately, like it was, like I'd like to see them do something like that today, where it actually be like you see nothing, put on the glasses, and then you see it.
I don't know how you can do that, but it kind of includes.
I know you can't
maybe
do
a
that,
ride,
but-
or something like that. But they have, well, they'll have all the augmented
Yeah.
reality that you probably could do that with now. Her death is weird. She gets her neck broken and stabbed.
I thought it was just a quick throat slit.
It's that I think she gets her neck broken and slashed. It's a
He
weirdly,
strangles her, that, and then she does the
And they
horn.
stab-
It says,
yeah, so-
"Whopong."
Yeah. Mong. I do like how she walks in the car and it's got condensation on the side, inside and outside.
Michael Myers. Condensation is my everything. I keep a mask on.
It's not blood. That's
I was
condensation.
Michael Myers for Halloween once my senior year of high school, and other than creeping everybody out,
You're covered in sweat.
oh my God, sweat was going through the
Every
eyes,
Halloween
the
I've
mouth.
every Halloween I do my house all scary. I have strobe lights, fog machines. I have my awesome costume I wear, and you sweat balls under that. That's why he's huffing and puffing. Is because you can't breathe under that thing for a long period of time. I usually have to wear some kind of like a cap under because it's gonna make your head just sweaty as balls, and you can't wear it too long because it's gonna destroy the latex. Sweat is really bad on latex.
Yeah,
Wasn't there something there you noticed, like
it was locked before.
Yeah.
right, and then it was another example of him toying with
it's
her.
fog and it's all. Hello, bitch.
I respect him less for calling her that.
No. The mask is so good.
I was watching a top 10 Michael Myers. When did Michael Myers mask look the best? And I was totally taking it as a YouTube video. And I was totally taking it seriously up until he got to number 2. He got to number 2 and he named this one number 2. I'm like, wait, what?
People like Halloween 2. They like the mask of Halloween 2 and they like Halloween 6.
Well, right, but he said the best one was Halloween H2O, and I go, I'm so happy
There are
I just
4 masks-
wasted my time with
There are 4 masks in that movie. If you watch Halloween H2O again, that film was reshot with 3 different masks. Because when they filmed it originally, the director chose a mask. They filmed half that movie with a different mask, and the studio saw it and they're like, "This is not Michael Myers' mask." So they had Stan Winston make a mask, and they filmed that. And the director
That's Leslie Nielsen, by the way. Sorry, Leslie Nielsen's in that movie.
in Forbidden Planet,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I went to go see Halloween H2O, and I wanted to sue the movie studio for false advertising because I went in very thirsty and left even more thirsty.
No, H2O is a good final movie.
Did that joke just fly by everyone's head?
No, I am
H2O.
Bobby Boucher, and that is a good joke.
However, I remember the tagline for it had 2 taglines when they released that movie. One was, "Fear, evil does not take a vacation for the summer." Because it came out in the summertime. And it also was, "Blood is thicker than water. Halloween H2O."
See, this would not creep me out. Just be like, well, they're just grown-ups doing grown-up things.
I've done that. I have a dummy mannequin that I do for Halloween time. I do that in the front lawn. I walk around.
Oh, yeah. This is what Adam does every Halloween. He gets a dummy and he goes back and forth, hoping that there's some kid across the street that he can traumatize for the rest of his life.
I have 4 fog machines, a bunch of strobe lights, blood and crime scene tape everywhere, and it's... Shut up, Tommy, you retard. He was saying they didn't ask him to come back for any of the sequels. The actual actor who played him.
I assume they just couldn't find the kid.
No, he does Comic Cons, and it was actually a documentary for the first movie.
So why didn't they bring him back?
He wasn't a good actor. He didn't really act after this.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh man, that must suck. Like they asked the girl to come back and she was okay, but I wasn't.
Well, she became well known again for being on a reality show, so they assumed that she could act again. Even though Halloween Kills, they bring back all these legacy characters for like 2 scenes and they kill them.
Oh yeah, I love that. I don't care if it's a horror movie rule. Like, oh yeah, let's bring back old characters just to kill them. I've never liked that. I would have preferred to see them again in the movie.
At least when they killed Dewey in Scream, the new one, it's got so much emotion behind it though.
Well, because every movie he dies in kind of a psych out.
But it's like, they do it brutally, first of all.
Yeah.
But it's highly, oh my god. Lonnie, get your app. He's actually, Lonnie is a character too from the next one, in Halloween Kills.
I did read that. I saw bits and pieces of Halloween Kills.
It's not good at all. It's so bad. It's really the epitome of a bad bridge movie. You're making it just a bridge to a...
Loomis is so devoid of humor that that just made his night.
See, Halloween 4 itself is kind of messy.
I did a good thing.
I know everybody scares everybody in this movie. Like, he scared Loomis by doing that. Like, you wouldn't announce yourself, "Hey, Loomis," not to scare somebody who's got a gun. I've seen him in a room watching.
Do I need to monologue you again?
Is he a cop in any other horror movie?
Charles Cypher? He's in Halloween 2 for a little bit. He's been in a bunch of movies. He works with Carpenter a lot.
I feel like he was a sheriff in one of the Scream movies.
No, he's not the guy. He looks like the guy from the first one.
Okay.
What was it in Scary Movie? You know what that smell is, Doofy? That's the smell of man. Smell my finger. And he goes, smell my finger. He goes, what's that? My ass.
I didn't care for the first 2 Scary movies. I liked one eventually when they brought Leslie Nielsen in as the president, Charlie Sheen.
I never really liked any of them.
Nah.
Even the first one. Like, I was like, oh, this is going to be funny. Honestly, at the time, I was younger, and it was just a bunch of stoner humor. And I'm like, I didn't like stoner humor.
Like when they had the gym teacher and you could see her balls hanging out.
It was perfect for the time. But I did not like that. Like, when the movie Old School came out, I was like, this is the funniest thing ever. I went to go see that. I'm like, what was funny about that?
No,
it was the same thing. Everyone loved The Hangover.
Here it is.
Here comes this really inappropriate dialogue. Can you turn up a little bit?
Can we turn it up so we can hear the pedophile?
First, I ripped your clothes off.
Don't rip my blouse. It's expensive, idiot.
Then you rip my clothes off. Then we rip Lindsay's clothes off. Yeah.
Keep in mind, Lindsay
Lindsay
is like
is the
12
little
years
girl.
old.
Pervert.
I think they probably meant Lori, and they didn't fix that, and didn't realize he said that until maybe after the fact.
I never got work again after that.
Or actually, it was supposed to be cast was Dennis Quaid was gonna be this role because she was actually dating PJ Souls,
He looks like a Dennis Quaid.
and he couldn't do it. I forget why, but because they were dating, and he couldn't work that day, and they got a different actor for it.
So this girl was dating?
Dennis Quaid
Oh, wow.
at the time. The very hot PJ Souls, and she was in Stripes. She's in. She was in a lot of like Rock and Roll High School.
Do you think Randy Quaid was still crazy? Was crazy even back then? Because you know how crazy he became.
He's insane. But he's always Cousin Eddie. He's the best character in National Lampoon's Vacation.
To be fair, though, whenever Donald Trump would make a tweet, Randy Quaid would go on his Twitter or something and like have like this insane lighting and like read it as insane as he could, even though he loved Trump.
He was a big meth head, crack meth head too. Him and his wife. They actually got kicked out of Canada. Like, they're not allowed to ever come into Canada.
Wow.
And they've been blacklisted from a bunch of theater companies. They're not allowed to act.
That's a bad thing they're doing.
You get to it slowly.
Wow, what a hack job on that Jack.
I do like in the new one. I saw a lot of pictures for the new movie. They recreate the scene with a kid character, her daughter, her granddaughter, and the adult girl.
That's nice.
They recreate that scene. I think it's kind of funny in the new one.
Yeah, special.
Ding ding.
Poor Lori missing all the action.
I thought you ripped my clothes off.
Oh, I forgot you said that. So what are we going to do tonight? Well, I was thinking of ripping my clothes off, then ripping your clothes off, and then ripping her clothes off. And then what do? Put on more clothes and rip those off.
Yeah, I didn't realize until watching like I made the 18th time. You're like, wait, wait, what? This is a little girl's clothing? Who said that?
What a perv. Like,
I think it was just.
Can I just say, if pedophilia is ever normalized, I swear to God, I will kill someone if they touch someone I care about.
No, but I get that, but I think it was.
You want some Jesus juice?
I think it was a wrong dialogue. That,
You know what that is, right, Steve? The Jesus juice line?
That's Michael Jackson. He gave.
Yeah, you didn't know that about Michael Jackson?
Oh, yeah.
So every accuser, the common thing they said was he gave him wine, he called it Jesus juice.
Jesus juice. Come on, Blake. Come on to Neverland with me. Come fly away. Come on.
Well, I'm sold.
Come. There's a great South Park one. Hey, Blanket.
Oh, I wanted to say this earlier, but what's so funny about Michael Jackson was somebody who I lived with had no idea they knew who Michael Jackson was, but didn't know him personally or anything like that. So I showed them the 2001 documentary that got him in trouble again.
Oh yeah.
And when she watched it, she was just sitting there and she goes, "Why was he not arrested?" And I go, "What do you mean?" She goes, "Look at him. Watch him. You don't think anything's wrong with him? There's clearly something wrong with him." And I'm like, "Oh, well, he's Michael Jackson. What are you going to do?" I agree with you, too. But I remember when I saw it in 2001, I was like, oh, I know. My opinion about Michael Jackson may have changed over the years. But back then, I'm like, no, he's fine. But I'm like, no, it's just the power of Michael Jackson.
No, a lot of people are taking advantage of a person like that. Kind of took advantage of Elvis. You have a guy who's famous, he doesn't know what's going on.
I know. Jeez, I'm so glad I just caught myself.
What?
No, I'm not going to say it.
The pumpkin's like a smiling.
Ask me later.
I'm behind you.
My question is, what if it was the parents calling to check on the kid, and then they hear people having sex in their house?
Well, he waited for it to stop. So.
Once again, you have like 4 people. You have 2 kids.
Nipple!
You have 2 kids whose parents are all gone Halloween night. What terrible parents are doing this on a kid's holiday?
They'll give you razor blades.
This never happened in the history of the world.
Not they did that in Halloween too, but they did it in like the most obnoxious, like that
Also,
would never happen way.
Let's get talk about that. That doctor is the worst doctor ever. Who's a surgeon there? Dr. Mixler. He comes in drunk from a Halloween party and does surgery on a kid who's got a mouth cut out by a razor and a stabbing victim.
Oh my god.
Also, I just watched Halloween 2. I realized that Dr. Loomis blows up a hospital that has a bunch of babies in it.
Oh my
It's
god.
And I
it's
assume-
time, Michael.
I assume-
oh wait, babies.
I assume that his babies and the moms are also in the hospital too. There's a scene when Michael is walking through a nursery, and I'm like,
Right.
hey, he's
That
blew up.
looks like Jeffrey Dahmer right now.
Yep, it's with the big glasses. And one of the
Let's
best
see.
scenes of all time's coming up.
Let's see. Quaker Oats guy will take his clothes off.
Take off Uncle Ben.
Aunt Jemima.
She's sexy.
Take her clothes off too.
Mrs. Butterworth.
The girl on the Swiss Miss packaging.
Uncle Ben.
I said they're ready.
Oh yeah, Uncle
Oh.
Ben. Let's definitely take his clothes off.
This is the guys from Cinnamon
Not
Toast.
Spider-Man's Uncle Ben.
The guy from Cinnamon Toast Crunch guys.
Snap, Crackle, and Pop.
Yep.
Take their clothes off.
The Lucky Charms
The
dude.
Fruit Loops guy.
Tricks Rabbit.
Tricks
Yeah.
Rabbit. Let's. Oh wait, he
The guy
doesn't
who
have-
was-
Silly Rabbit. Dick server.
The
Chicks.
guy who wants Cookie Crisp. The honeycombs carrot. I know. And that's death. Just great. But
I don't believe this could ever happen.
No, no.
In reality.
I'm pretty sure that knife has to be way farther in, and it'd have to go at least. Yeah.
When I was a kid, I'm like, oh, when I'm a grown up, I can do that. Lift someone up with a
No,
arm.
you can't.
I tried to do that in a play, and I realized I couldn't. I
Yeah,
felt
no.
stupid.
And stabbed him not. The blade's not big enough, and it's not gonna go all the way through him.
Right.
We have to be like this long to impale him to a wall.
Yeah.
You know what his last words were? His last thought? But I didn't take my clothes off.
She's been peeing.
or hey you, why don't you take your clothes off?
I assume that like, if that would happen, like to be stabbed to a wall, I'm sure your body would slide through the knife more.
See,
Oh, yeah.
one of the few times in the movie you actually get personality.
Yeah, he's a little kid. He's a kid like what I
Like,
did.
Other than right here,
Also,
which I thought was hilarious as a kid. This
he's
part.
playing fun. That's why I liked him. Is like
Well, no one said he didn't have a sense of
no,
humor.
he put the guy's glasses on too.
That was pretty.
She goes, "What are you doing?" Taking my clothes off.
What? What? Can I get your ghost? Say anything you like. Damn right, dude. You should have done like the robe starts getting like a big boner.
Boobs.
Damn, girl, I'm gonna stab you. My dick.
He's like, "I like that. I like that you take your clothes off." Oh, really? That's great. Yeah, can you put them back on and take them off again?
That's my thing. I like this color's coming off. Kind of hate Rob Zombies. Sorry. We should have brought this up earlier. I hate Rob Zombie in every form. The remake is travesty. It's the worst.
I knew that remake was in trouble when they're like, it's doing like the kind of like, oh, white trash, grindy. I'm like, this is so not what I
You make
was.
him just a normal white trash serial killer.
Like he does in every movie. By the way, don't watch the Monsters.
I watched a half hour of it. I turned it off.
I heard it was awful.
Oh, it's so bad. It's one of those. Wait, have you ever watched the show?
The show was kind of bad to begin with. I'm an M's Family fan, but Monsters was kind of kind of lame.
You know what Rob Zombie's problem was with the Monsters?
Everything.
He just shouldn't have gone down that route.
Not cast his wife in it.
Whatever. At this point, whatever.
Cast legitimate actress, not friend of yours.
I once did the ending Gordon monologue in The Dark Knight in the voice of Fred Gwynn from Pet Sematary. So save it we did, but we don't deserve. The Dark
Thank
Knight.
I love when they make fun of him on South Park.
Oh, I love it. If you play Fractured Butthole, the Halloween DLC or something it
That's
is.
a good mask. That looks so good there.
The Halloween DLC before you like go into the woods to do whatever, like they've got him standing
Oh.
there, like he can say like multiple
Oh,
things.
that's
Like,
funny. Let Tom.
oh yes, this is him setting up the ghost house for her.
Oh, gotcha.
Their clothes don't look off.
Take your clothes off.
$7.09. Never noticed it before.
Lampkin Lane. Because it rhymes with pumpkin. Lampkin, pumpkin, kind of. Lampkin.
Pumpkins have lamps in them.
I was told we'd be taking our clothes off. Why are my clothes not off?
You're beating that joke to death.
Oh, yeah.
How do you not see that first?
I was about to say, like,
You've been there for like an hour and a half.
Well, I've only been staring at the house with my clothes on.
Enough.
He's been standing there the whole time going, the evil's gone. It's gone from here. Oh, no, it's right there.
Oh no, there it is.
Yeah, it's like 2 houses down. How do you not see that? Also, my car that got stolen last night. If it was now, it would have been low-jacked by government. If it's a federal car, it would be low-jacked.
Oh, there he is. Wait a minute. He's not here. The evil's gone. It's gone from here.
Everything is over dramatic.
Just runs away.
I asked for large fry.
I don't want a large father.
Button up your shirt. You're supposed to be the good one.
She didn't show her tits until she went legits.
Oh, yeah. The blood is all wrong. Why is the blood all wrong?
I do love in 2018 where you see him without the mask. You see his eyes been screwed up by the.
Yes.
He's also got the neck hole too from when he got stabbed by the knitting needle to the neck.
Yep.
And I have to assume that he dies in a minute. The real Michael Myers dies here when he gets stabbed in the neck, and that's why he walks slowly after that part. That he's kind of become something else.
Becoming someone else.
Like he gets stabbed and dies, and then he comes back as more of a machine and slow and methodical compared to how he normally is. Like he's faster from this point up until he gets stabbed, and he slows down again. And I assume like he's dead now. Yeah, so you'll see a difference in a second.
He's not a very good babysitter.
No.
Well, they weren't ripping their clothes off. Alright, I'll stop with the... It's just so bizarre, I'm sorry. It's not leaving my head.
Do why? Because your clothes are not off.
What?
Why it's bizarre to you because your clothes are not off. You gotta take your clothes off to feel it. You have to experience it.
That's probably true. But I don't want to take my clothes off.
You have to experience it.
Why should I when they haven't taken their clothes off?
Maybe they have to take off their clothes, you take off your clothes.
Yes.
And a film that came out 40 years ago. Got some big old bottle bottoms. Bell bottom jeans with the boots. No.
With the boots.
The apple bottom jeans with the boots and the furs. Right.
With the fur.
The whole club was looking at her.
She hit the floor.
She hit the floor.
Next thing you know, she got
low,
low.
low, 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 low. That was good.
Every time I've been dancing with a girl...
That was good time. That was good.
Every time I've been dancing with a girl and that song comes on, they always do the same thing.
They go down. They go low to the ground. They go down crotch level.
Oh, always. It's almost like a thing. I'm just like even like the most prude people, girls I've met, will do it. I'm just like,
I'll never forget
really?
driving when I was at Target. I had training for security, and my boss drove us to Buffalo, and he played that song over and over and over again for an hour and a half.
Oh my gosh, why?
He thought he loved the song, but I'm like, it was annoying.
I left the door
Do
open.
you guys
for you.
remember on 98PXY when In Da Club came out by 50 Cent?
Yeah.
They played that for like 3 days straight.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll never forget.
I did like that, so there's something about that song I
That
like.
song is great. It is. But 3 days? I think it was 3 days.
I remember
It was a very long time.
did the same thing for Barbie Girl to raise money.
Mhm.
If they stopped playing Barbie Girl, if they got donations,
Oh. I didn't hear about that one.
did that
No,
for
I heard
2
about
days
that. It
straight.
was irritating.
They did it back in probably 2002.
I'm not sure if they did it again, only because they found out that people were tuning out.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
That's Barbie Girl by Aqua, followed by Barbie Girl by Aqua.
Find me in the club, bottle full of booze.
It's not funny. It's not funny anymore, guys. Stop it. Yep, not funny. Come on, guys.
Most definitely stop being funny.
Most definitely stop being funny.
This is also a trope now, too, in horror films, of people acting like this, too. Come on, guys. This isn't funny. Where are you? There's a lot of things I hate, and there's a lot of cliched tropes I hate in horror films. One is turning a news program or a radio program and initially being important, like about like Michael Moore's escape from Haddonfield. Anytime somebody puts the radio or news on, it goes right to that news story.
Right.
Anytime radio,
And it always starts at the beginning of the story, not halfway through.
Oh, you go like, just to reiterate, Michael Myers is
Yep.
Yeah. And also, I hate fire axes in random places.
Yeah.
I have never been in a building and seen a fire axe anywhere.
Yeah.
Do I? Because you're not going to leave a weapon around people. Don't go in there, Jamie. Don't behind you, Jamie.
The only light on in the house.
Behind you, Jamie.
Behind you, Jamie.
It took me a while. It took me a while to realize why that was so funny. That scene.
Because it's behind him too.
Right. His name is Jamie. Get it?
Nah.
But like how in the new one they copy that, so it's him watching that, him watching that, him watching that kind of thing. It's funny. It's Randy watching Randy's granddaughter. Yes, granddaughter? No, niece.
Randy's
Watching
niece.
watching a movie version of his.
Stab.
It's still
Yeah.
funny.
It is funny.
Why
Did you
just-
see the new Scream?
No, not yet.
Oh, it's
But I
great.
know what
It's
happens in
pretty
it.
good.
Remind me, Adam, because you would
Yeah,
know
why?
this. Why does he use the gravestone?
To symbolize this. Look what I'm doing.
Yes,
These are all Halloween decorations to him.
to be spooky.
He's got a tombstone and a pumpkin. He's Halloweening them. He's gonna have a. Oh, there you go.
But my clothes were left on.
Yep. Hello. How you should fit in
Always
that?
thought her cross-eyed thing made that look dopey.
Why you die like that?
Do you?
You don't close your eyes when you die most of the time.
I know you poop your pants.
And you pee.
Oh, that
And you're usually your mouth is left gaping too. You don't close your mouth. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. It
I love
kinda
that.
Fades in.
I love that lighting.
Oh, it's a dimmer effect.
It's a dimmer. Yep.
So he's just he did not intend to kill her there.
No, he's
correct?
fucking with her.
Oh
he's,
yeah.
He's prolonging this. He's
Wait.
faster
I love
too.
this
Right.
this shot right here at the top of the stairs. Hold on, wait.
Hello.
Will you go to prom with me?
You have
Would you like
coitus?
to have coitus?
Damn it! I was there.
You got it first.
Yep. Once again, how are you locking yourself in?
Also, you have to remember this at this point. People watching this and when it came out at the first time,
He's fast, kid.
were very confused as to why this was the first time the killer just walked. And he had every reason to chase after her. She's screaming,
He's actually
she's
kind of
yelling.
fast in this part. He's actually was fast in this movie compared to how he became in Halloween 2.
Well, right, but it's still a walk. He's not like darting after
No,
her because
it's not
like
chasing him.
she's waking the neighborhood up.
It's not kind of like the Scream guys. It's because they run.
Also,
Yeah.
that's kind of a freaky image. He just punches through the door.
Who has a door like that in their kitchen from like a?
Right from the hallway.
That's
or
weird.
Something.
I know it's just to give her more time.
Well, if he did it, I'll do it.
Yeah. I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, so he also clearly had to loop around to put that rake there.
Yeah. That's why I watched.
Oh no, he set it up beforehand,
yeah,
like Kevin.
Well, no, it was
Yeah, Home
open.
Alone.
It was open when she got there,
Well,
and then when she went
Kevin-
back down, it was there.
Well, Kevin McAllister becomes the collector in the film The Collector for this movies. He does the same thing that Kevin does to houses. But I highly recommend The Collector. I love that movie. It's a good horror movie.
This scene is very realistic.
Fucking kids. Go back to bed!
No, when he just him walking here, I remember.
That's great. I love it.
Oh, everybody who saw this at the time was like, why is he just walking?
Fucking,
It's like, it doesn't matter. It's creepy.
Yeah. That's why It Follows works, because it's slow stalking.
There's no way the kid would have made it out of bed, down the stairs, to the door, in time. Because look how close he is.
He's kind of fast. He's not as slow as he was like other films. Because I said, I think Michael Myers is alive right now. And when he gets up the neck, he starts slowing down and becomes like not like a zombie, but more out of force at that point. Like he's robotic after that. Jump!
Yes, turn the lights off.
But he's
That's
actually
very
he's
smart.
already in the house by this point. Because the window's open and the blowing the curtain.
Yeah, he totally Batmaned this. He planned it.
Yeah, watch Behind the Mask: The Legend of Leslie Vernon. It's an awesome movie. It's funny, it's dark, and it's satirical and a parody kind of those kind of franchises. Yeah, I always thought the theory was he gets killed right here when he gets stabbed in the neck.
And then the evil just takes
Yeah,
over?
yeah.
I don't know if I've ever heard about that one.
Because he's kind of he gets stabbed in the neck and he's dead. And so at this point on, he's more slow and he can't be killed at that point. Then he slows him down, and he just seems more robotic after that. If you watch this just one to the ending to Halloween 2, he changes. Or even when the part when he pops up the first time when in the closet when you see him slowly pop up, maybe that's when he dies. Maybe stab him in the chest.
Maybe he's still alive. Yeah, what was that?
Why are you dropping the knife?
Stupid.
Cool. That was before that became a trope. Oh, what was it? Groundhog's Day? Who drives off the cliff? He could be okay. Boom! Explosion.
Probably not.
Yeah, maybe not.
You can tell he had 4 days with
Evil.
because all he does is by himself while he's shooting.
Not here. Not here. Not here.
No, he was there. I love. Yeah, we add the green lighting.
Evil is gone for. Oh no.
If you watch Inferno, we have the green lighting in the police car.
God, you guys made sure you did every little detail.
We're super.
Well, why didn't you do the TP in the house behind it, which I never noticed till?
Yeah, I was. That's why I liked the visual in 2018 when they're walking down the street, the granddaughter and the one fat kid, as they have toilet paper everywhere. It's such a cool imagery. That's such a great part. It's such a great fucking movie. It's so good. However, if you watch any old Italian horror movies, they definitely...
Wait. Why aren't your clothes off?
Oh, God.
They have to give her surgery in the second one to fix her arm. And her arm isn't this bad at all at this point. Like her arm is not bad. It's not bleeding profusely. It's a flesh wound at most. Now he's slowing down.
These are very good points to bring up, Adam. But he also got. He could be alive because he got stabbed in the neck. Maybe a little delirious.
Yeah. It's the best iconic slasher ever. Simplistic, but yet scary as all hell. It's the epitome of a one-off movie. Him being gone.
Roger Ebert was like, you see, what's so brilliant about this is that you're in the closet with her.
Yeah, it's so well
terrifying.
shot.
And I'm just like, I sometimes, analyze things, but
Yeah.
I, honest to God, when people point out stuff like that, I'm like, it tells me that, wow, you've watched this a lot.
I've had it probably at least 35 times. Easy peasy on that one. Yeah, I just think Jaws, that Jurassic Park, I've probably seen a lot. RoboCop, Alien.
There's one quote I've always wanted to say to Bobby that I never have. Do you fly, Bobby?
Do you fly, Bobby?
I was like, oh God, I gotta do that
That
to
movie's
Bobby.
so great.
What I love about it is that everyone is so despicably evil.
When they shoot him, holy crap, it's disgusting. Oh, my eyes! Right in my eye hole!
No wire hangers!
Exactly, yeah. How do you like it?
Skadoosh.
Skadoosh. And she drops a knife again. I'm done. I'm fine. Keep it. Hold it.
Like the sit-up he does. Wouldn't that be great if like it was Scott Hall who came up with like all these great wrestling ideas he just got from movies?
No, yeah, he's like the crow and the whole cane thing, and yeah.
You ever see Scarface?
I'll never forget seeing. Was it someone Kane made? See Evil or I See?
God,
or,
that movie.
with what?
You just dropped the knife again.
Yeah, right next to him.
Idiota.
Stupid lady. I love the shot.
I know
though.
we swear in this show, but let's cut out the part where Adam said he did that with his girlfriend because some children want.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they can see as much violence as they want,
totally-
but I crossed the line.
I totally forgot we're being recorded. You can't kill the boogeyman.
I want you to tell them to call the police and tell them to send them over here. Don't you understand me?
Go down to the Beckers.
Fine. And take your clothes off.
Really?
Oh. You know I'm not gonna add that in like the whole time.
That's the best joke though. It's so scary. It's
Oh yes.
Dong.
Oh yes, that would be creepy if I
That's
saw that.
so great.
When I really get analytical about this movie and
He's
see
got
that
good
part,
core
I'm just like,
control.
oh, it's just so
He's
good.
got good core strength. If he can do that without moving
Such
his legs.
little tiny decisions made that are so good.
He's got good core strength if he can do that without moving his legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, he must work out.
Yeah.
If it was Nick Castle,
I love that.
Nick Castle was like, I hate this scene. We did like 30 times. I just sit up. You know how
Yeah.
bad it is.
Yeah, probably hurt his core. He realized how skinny he was and how kind of small. He's not big and bulky like he is in other movies. He's also 21 years old. He's like a young teen almost.
I'll get the. He's giving me that real, like slow vibe there.
I'm gonna get.
Why aren't you taking your
I love
clothes
how-
off?
I love he has
All right,
to.
I'm done with the clothes.
I love he doesn't shoot him until he puts the mask back on. He knows it's Michael. He's want to shoot him yet. He feels I'm not doing this to Michael. No, I can. He didn't want to shoot the boy.
I don't know about that.
He didn't want to shoot the boy. He wanted to shoot the monster, the evil.
Watch my interpretive dance before I fall.
Ding.
You guys ever seen that crazy girl on TikTok that does these dances and talks about liberal shit?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, but it sounds incredible.
Ben Shapiro talked about it the other day. It was hilarious.
Was that the boogeyman? Was the boogeyman?
I never understood what she said
It's
here.
the boogeyman. It was.
I thought
I thought it was.
Twas the
Was
boogeyman.
that the man? It's the boogeyman. It was.
it's so funny. Their only interaction in this movie.
Yep. And nobody calls him Michael Myers either.
Donald Pleasance here. Everyone knows this piece of trivia.
He wanted twice.
Oh yeah.
He knew this was gonna happen. Was how he finally.
John Carpenter was like, "No, you have to have freaked out." He's like, "No, let me do it like I knew this was going to
this
happen."
is new.
And it was
gonna
better.
happen. He knew like he's looking around, is gone. This is gonna. I knew this was gonna happen. I love
See-
how. And I love the fact now that he's been released now.
Right.
He's
To me, as a kid, he got up, but then it's like, no,
No, he's
dude,
gone.
you let the genie out of the bottle.
You hear
now he's everywhere.
and when you hear him breathing louder and louder, and you see all the places he's been over the course of the movie, he's everywhere
I always
now.
took it as though the demon is loose.
He's everywhere now. He's been there. He's there. He's there. He's there.
I was there and it was nice, but this one was better. I would suggest it. It was a nice little spot to go to. That
Every
place
place
too.
he's been, the whole every movie, and part of the whole movie, everybody's gone. You hear the breathing. You've been there, breathing louder and louder and louder and louder.
Yes. Ends on the house.
Yep.
The haunted house.
Where we began, full circle. And that is how you make an amazing classic horror movie, independent horror movie.
Indeed.
I was wondering why he didn't go with the evil. It's gone. It's gone from here. No, it's.
It's
He
so-
should have said the evil. It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
with clothes on.
Graveyard keeper. You told me to stop with the clothes, and then I do, and then you keep it going.
We had to go full circle.
Oh wait, so he's 20. I thought he was supposed to be 21.
21, yeah, it was an error.
Oh right.
David Griffith.
And the shape. Never Michael Myers, always the shape.
Peter Griffith.
Yeah.
That's pretty close to my name. I'm Peter Griffin.
Yep.
Now, Brian, I don't want to hear any shit from you.
Hey, Peter Griffin Cadillac? No, it's other Peter Griffin.
Oh. People you would need on movies. Anyone with the last name
Panaglide,
Fox.
yeah. It was before it's called Steadicam. It was Panaglide.
Dylan Shepard, that's a cool name.
Dylan Shepard?
He was the key grip.
William Stevenson. That's a great last name.
Ned's last name is...
Lipsy.
It's probably an anagram for something.
Oh, Sound Arts. What a name.
Like, ACE is really... Don't feel the reaper, baby, I'm your man. Elton Cowbell.
No, we need is more cowbell.
What I hate about movies today is it would say Forbidden Planet, but it would have to say like 1,000 things underneath it, other than just courtesy MGM.
Yeah.
Remember, Brian was once like, oh, I have to watch this random movie. I'm like, why do you want to watch that random movie? He goes, oh, because it's the number 50,000 in the Motion Picture Association thing. I'm like,
oh.
Brian, you really? All right, well, that's the end of that. Yeah, see, that kind of became more analytical rather than a little funny jibe. So I guess you just can't do it when a movie's good. That's the lesson I'm taking from this.
Yeah.
What, Steve? What?
I mean, you censored me from the beginning. You told me not to talk about the hermaphrodite thing. It would have been a lot funnier if I did.
I mean, pulled that dick right out of the box, so...
Sorry, I'm looking at Steve. He's got the same basket case looking reaction.
No, I love that movie.
This is a great movie.
Yes.
And I was going to say, it borrows heavily from, if you've ever watched old 70s, 60s Italian horror movies or giallos, 80s slashers borrowed a lot from that kind of movie. Right. So, highly recommend anything from Dario Argento, Louis Fulci,
Right,
yeah, Bava.
We have to do the outro. Adam dominated this video. Did you know that leaf on the ground...
They're fake, yeah. They're all fake, spray painted, and every time they cut to a new scene, they had to bag it all up in garbage bags and take it to the next set.
That was not meant to be a trivia thing. That was meant to be like, oh, there's a snail on the ground. Then Adam turned it into a real piece of trivia. I'm like, oh, wow.
I'm sorry, when I love a movie, I love a movie, and you can't stop that. If we did Superman, we'd have Stevie saying stuff.
That was Halloween. Please.
Actually, if it was me watching Superman, I'd be pretty quiet. Because I like to watch it. That's why I don't talk much during these, because I enjoy watching the movies. I've never been one to talk during movies. Never.
Yeah, Steve watches...
It actually kind of freaking annoys me when people do talk during movies, unless we're doing something like this where we're supposed to be.
Steve, what's a personal favorite to Steve? He'll watch it like Superman, but he'll be like, kind of like emotional. He'll be like, it's not a bird or a plane. It's Superman.
I never got why people are so excited to see a bird, plane.
What are you, stupid? It's a guy in a suit. You can't see it. He's in a big red cape. Big bright red boots.
That's Halloween. Please, again, forgive us for Mr. Boogedy. That's not what we're about.
And basket case.
Yeah, apparently that's not what we're about either.
Boogedy.
Even though I'd love if we could do movies like Basket Case all the time, but apparently, we'll reach the point where we each get to pick.
I mean, if we get a shitload of views on it, and like people are commenting and they love it, then I'll do more.
I'm really thinking Basket Case will get a lot of views.
Yeah, I think it's a well-known cult movie. I think people want to redo it.
Right, and I think that's what Steve's missing. And then Steve will be the like, oh, this is ridiculous. And then, you know what? Never mind.
Yeah,
I forgot where I was going with that. My warm and fuzzy's kicked in. Okay, anyways, that was Halloween.
Stop calling it warm and fuzzy.
I don't care. That was Halloween.
You sound hearted.
Thank you for all the stuff we put this weekend to make up for Boogedy. Hope you enjoyed it.
Boogedy.
Steve, you do the outro and more.
So that's it for Halloween, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching with us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a moment of our future content. Again, I am Super Steve.
I am the Rugged Rustic.
Also, please check out Halloween Inferno on ColemanFilms.com.
Adam, you're appropriate Adam.
I gotta do a little drop right now, too. So, please, Halloween Inferno.
Okay, and
check it out.
And what are you?
I'm appropriate Adam.
There you go. All right.
Good night.
And we are the Handsome Geeks.
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, spooky the evil skull. It's gone from here.
Put your clothes on.